Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about Virgo in the 12th house. So what does it mean when we have Virgo in the 12th house of our birth chart? For this video, to understand this placement, we need to understand what Virgo means and what the 12th house means, and all the little things that nobody thinks about when it comes to that placement. So, before we jump into that, I just want to let you guys know that I have some huge sales going on, some huge discounts going on and stuff, and you can find more about the programs that I have to offer right here at Gebo the Shaman, or Linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Anyway, I have the self-transformation course, I have the cosmic qigong course, I have Vedic astrology readings, energy work courses, coaching, mentoring, support groups, things like that. So I have a bunch of stuff for you to check out. So let's talk about Virgo in the 12th house. Well, what does Virgo in the 12th house mean in our birth chart? Virgo in the 12th house basically means spiritual work. The sign of Virgo is basically represented by this woman who's standing at the edge of a boat with Ayurvedic medicine and wheat in her hands, so food and medicine. It's really the sign of the healer, the nurturer, someone who really heals people and nurtures them and cares about health and all that good stuff. And so it's also a sign of the intellect. It's a sign of, Virgo has a lot to do with the intellect. It's ruled by Mercury, which is also a significator of the intellect. Basically it's just it has to do with critical thinking, being critical, has to do with being analytical. So analytical thinking, really analyzing patterns, analyzing all kinds of stuff. So being critical and analyzing. So that's what Virgo represents. Being critical, analyzing, healing also. So the 12th house is actually the sign of spirituality. So this is why I said spiritual work. Virgo is also the sign of the work that you do on a daily basis. So your daily work, your work habits, work routines, things like that. So and then Pisces are the 12th house, which is traditionally ruled by Pisces, is all about kind of spirituality and really the being out of this world and going into other worlds and other dimensions and spiritual realms and stuff like that. So anyway, so what's it called? So Pisces is all about spirituality, and it's all about connecting spiritually, meditating, being in foreign places, going on pilgrimages and spiritual journeys and meditations and things like that. It's not being here in this world, it's being out in another world, pretty much. So it's kind of an interesting placement here, because we have the sign of basically hard work and serving others and caring for others and stuff like that. And we have the house of spirituality and being, in distant places, and, being like out, like being in monasteries, being in ashrams, being in like foreign places, and foreign temples and things like that. So we have perhaps we have like a really interesting sign or like placement here, because these are opposite sides, or opposite signs. So for example, like Virgo being the 6th house and Pisces being the 12th house, we have there, if you look at the any chart, you'll see that they're exactly opposite to each other. So they're, one's on this side, one's on this side, so it's kind of, they're opposite. So it's kind of, challenging when we have this position, because we might have a tendency to really be in that spiritual world, but then we might criticize our spirituality. We might find it like we might need like solid proof, or solid like scientific evidence of spirituality and things like that. So it's a hard placement, because Virgo just wants to bring that practicality, that analytical thought, that critical thinking. She wants to bring that into the 12th house, which is spirituality. So it's a little bit like a little bit confusing. Like, they don't go together, so it's kind of creates this clash of energy. So anyway, let's see here. So yeah, basically that's Virgo in the 12th house. Kind of what things with this placement, you could be you could be a spiritual healer, like someone who does like Reiki or something like that. You could be an analyst who like travels, far, like internationally. You could be like I don't know, someone who like really, I guess, is into spirituality, but like, spiritual work, like you could be discovering things about neurology, like the things like how spiritual practices affect the brain, things like that. There's really like a lot that could be done with this placement, so it's a really cool placement to have. So yeah, like I said, so Virgo in the 12th house, that's just about it. So yeah, so I'm just going to so if you guys want my courses and stuff like that, you can get them. Let me see here, so if you want my courses, you can get them. You can go to the links up here at linktree/Gebo the Shaman, linktr.ee/Gebo the Shaman. And if you want the Cosmic Qigong, you can get that right there. It's a free code to just download it. So you would go to linktree/Gebo the Shaman, and you would click on free course or whatever it is. It's the first link at linktree.gebo linktree/Gebo the Shaman, and so you would just follow that link, and that would take you to the free course. So you could get that with the free code right there. Alright guys, so we will talk to you next time. Alright, peace.